I'm Adam Pennell, Shropshire lad, and today I'm going to attempt to cook a Guinness and chocolate cake with a charcoal cream topping on top of this hill here in Shropshire. I've got the Madog behind me. It's January, it's a little bit cold. I forgot my scales. Do you reckon I can do it? I'm not sure. We're going to have a go. I'm going to start off, I've just got my mixing bowl. You should normally do this in a saucepan, but I only have my one saucepan and I want to keep clean. So I'm going to put this stainless bowl over my fire here, and we're going to go straight in there with just over half a can of Guinness. I want about 250 mils of Guinness. I wish I could drink this, but it's January and I'm off the booze. This is my excuse of putting it in a cake instead, burn that alcohol away. I'm going to follow that with a whole pack of butter. Right, I've got my sous chef here, keeping an eye on that. So whilst we wait, I'm just going to go for half a tub, so that's 150 mils of sour cream. And we're going to go for 2 large eggs. Okay, I'm just going to give that a whisk together. 400 grams of flour. So again, I'm eyeballing this. It's a kilo bag. I meant sugar. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Right, and then into there, we're also going to go 75 grams of cocoa powder, which I reckon is about 3 heaped spoons. Get it whipped in, kid. Buttery, beery, chocolate deliciousness going on in here. Oh, look at that. Should we just drink that? Should we stop here? I'm going to pull that off the heat slightly now. Okay, we're turning the hob down or moving it off the fire, it's the same thing. I'm going to mix in that sour cream and eggs, so keep whisking. Try and incorporate that in really nice so the eggs don't cook too quickly. Right, we're going to go 275 grams of flour, 500 gram bags. We're going to go just over half a bag of flour. Keep whisking, whisk quite hard now, mate. We don't want those lumps. We're going to try and get all those lumps beat out, so keep going. That's it. Keep working that flour in. I reckon we're about there. Sachet of bicarbonate of soda, teaspoon, 2 teaspoons probably in a sachet. Okay, that's going to go in. The wind isn't helping. Okay, keep whisking, mate. That's looking really good, man. No lumps. Well done. And then finally, I'm going to go in with a little bit of vanilla essence as well. Probably a tablespoon if you're doing this at home.
Big dollop.
Yeah, maybe a bit more. We're outside, no one's counting. Just got some olive oil here, just to grease this. I'm going to put a little bit in the pan. A little trick for you. I'm just going to scrunch up my grease proof. Use it to grease the pan. So I'm going to grease the inside just to make sure it comes out. And then we're going to use the same tin, same paper, to line the inside of this Madog pan. We're going to take our cake batter now, and that's just going to go straight in to the pan. Right, now what I'm going to do is just going to tear away the excess paper, because I don't want anything catching fire. It's going to be outside of this pan. We're just going to drop a few coals on the top, but that's probably enough, I reckon, evenly spread charcoal just to keep it ticking. Okay, so next up we're going to infuse this cream with a little bit of smoke with some of our beautiful Madog charcoal. So we're going to put 150 mils of cream, piece of charcoal. Okay, knock off the ash. That's fully lit. I'm going to drop it straight in the cream, and then we're going to put the lid on. And that is going to infuse that cream with the most amazing, subtle, smoky flavour, which is just going to come through a little bit on our charcoal cooked Guinness cake. You see how the jar is completely filled with smoke? That's just doing its thing. So exciting. Right, we're just gonna have a little tiny peek in here, just to see. Yeah, the cake is nearly at the top. See that? Look at that. Okay, that tells me I think I'm gonna need to reduce the amount of coals on the top of here now, because I don't want to burn the top of that cake. I'm just gonna remove a few, leave a couple. So maybe take this big bad boy off, spread these out a bit, and just hope we don't burn it. But things are looking good. Right, so as I suspected, we have scorched the top a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna. It does feel It's almost there. So I'm just gonna, I've taken all the coals out now from underneath and off the top. I'm just gonna leave in that residual heat of this fire for another 5 minutes or something. And then we're gonna let it set. It is quite a wet cake, this, so you don't want it to be fully cooked through anyway. It's almost like a brownie. It's gonna set, and when as it drops down, it's gonna be really gooey and sticky in the middle. But I am really, really happy with how that's gone so far. All you need to do now is make that topping. Pour that infused cream into this bowl, and then I'm just gonna whip it until it's nice and stiff, and we're just gonna add a little bit of icing sugar, and that's gonna be the topper that goes on this beautiful cake. No electric whisk out here, man. Just gonna add a little icing sugar, going for about 100 grams of icing sugar at a guess. Because again, I haven't got any scales. This is a really nice thick smoked cream icing now to go on the top. Okay, right, I'm gonna see where we're at with this cake now. It's been in the residual heat for a while. Just gonna, okay, so yeah, man, 97, I'm happy with that. That's gonna be cooked, so that's ready to come off. I'm gonna take that lid off, and I'm just gonna let that cool, first of all in the pan for a little bit. I'm not gonna try and lift it out yet. And as it sets, then I'm gonna get it out onto a cooling rack and allow it to completely cool before we put our whipped cream on the top. This cake is now completely cooled. Taking it out, and I'm really, really happy with the result here. Just gonna peel back. It's ever so slightly dark at the bottom there, but I can live with that. So I'm just gonna scrape the cream onto the top and spread it out with a knife. You need to make sure that you wait till it completely cools to do this, which is why you see we've been here for a while. The sun's going down. The sun's gone down, but I am ready for cake. Down. And there we go. It's a good old wedge. Get right underneath it. As I say, there's a little bit of char, but nothing I'm going to cry about. There we go. Oh, it's still warm in the middle. There we have our fire cooked Guinness and chocolate cake. This looks so moist. Just look at that. Let's give it a go. Look how softly that came apart. Oh my Lord. This is one of my favourite cakes to make at home. Just cooked it on a fire and it's as good as I've ever tasted it. That smoked cream takes it to a whole new level. Incredible. Give it a go. Light a fire. See if you can cook a cake in a saucepan. I've had great fun. I'm Shropshire Lad. If you like what you've seen today, please like, subscribe. And please tell me if you have something you'd like to see me cook over fire, drop it in the comments and we'll see what we can do. See you next time.